shout out to all the kids that doing music. You know, I used to, you know, be angry about how people conducted themselves, you know, with music. But you know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Be true to who you are. Don't follow all these stupid motherfuckers out there that are just doing shit to do it. Don't be a fucking fake phony. Because listen, even if your friends don't see it, you will look back on it one day and you're going to be like, what the fuck was I doing? The only way you can get better is if you try to do better. And let me tell you something. Come to the old heads. You want to know why? Because your friends are going to lie to you and we're going to tell you if that shit is good or not. And we'll be honest with you because we want to see you succeed, because we love hip hop. Whether you think we're old or not, we love hip hop and we want to see hip hop keep growing and getting better. So we're about the poetry and the wordplay and the delivery and the cadence and the fucking emotion and everything that goes behind it, because it means something to us. So fucking take that shit out of you and do it. Because if you already put your time into it to fucking start, then you better be ready to fucking work for it, because this isn't fucking easy and it takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication and a lot of money. So that's it. Rant done. Thank you.
Welcome to Ally on the Rise. It's all about people who are chasing their dreams. And my guest today is a good friend of the show, phenomenal artist. Welcome back, man. Please introduce yourself.
What's going on? My name is Dice, D1C3, and it is a pleasure to be back. This is what, like my 14th time now?
Dude, I can't even keep count. Welcome, man. What is going on?
Hey man, same shit, you know, working on new stuff slowly, a lot slower than I normally do. But you know, building a family and, you know, getting married and, you know, doing a lot of planning. I recently moved, so it's just like there's just a whole ton of stuff going on, you know, but soaking it up and enjoying it as much as possible. I'm getting to be an old fuck, so you know.
Let's jump into your music. So first off, you know, there's a lot of people doing music nowadays and they're putting their music out and there might not be people listening to their stuff. There people might not be checking it out because like it's pretty, you know, you've been doing it for a while, but a lot of people are just getting into it and they're new to it and it's really hard to like break through.
Yeah.
And you have 45 million views total on your music.
Really?
That's
Wow.
that's what you told me.
Oh, I was thinking of YouTube. Yeah, yeah, on TikTok. Yeah.
So is it so?
I was like, wait, I missed some shit.
Explain. So explain how that happened.
um, I honestly don't fucking know. Like, so it's crazy because like you could release music and it could just like be out there in the world forever, you know? And shit that's like old is only old to the people that already know it's there. And you know, I had music that was like out for a while. Like I put out Sour Milk in 2020, and one of the songs actually with me and John D Contradiction, um, we put out the song called That Ass, and you know, like people really didn't talk about it as much, you know. And then like next thing I fucking know, like this song is gaining traction like on TikTok where like people are like fucking using the song, and it's like, you know, people making videos with it and then they're taking that sound. And I'll just say really quick that with TikTok, they got to get their shit together because and I like the platform. I'm not talking shit about the platform, but I'm saying like so I'm sure a lot of people know this already, but if somebody uses a song of somebody else's, um, and that person doesn't actually like get the song through the platform or whatever, so it says the artist's name, it just says that that sound is from the video that previously used it. So let's say like fucking Christian 123 makes a video using That Ass, right? And somebody's like, "Oh, I really like that song that Christian 123 used," and then they take Christian 123's fucking sound from the video and put it in theirs. It says original sound from Christian 123, even though it's like a Dyson John D Contradiction song. So you don't actually get credit and views for that under your artist name. So how you get the views is whoever your distribution company is, whoever that platform is, they have reports that get sent because of the song being scanned through online, and then they send you the reports. It's like, even if Christian123 used the song, the platform knows that they used it, but it's not going to give me credit on my artist page for that view. But I'm still going to get, royalties for it. They don't pay you really anything, but you still get royalties for it. So, but other than that, that's how they do it. So, it sucks for artists that they're not getting the credibility, because being that they don't pay you shit, you know, the credibility is worth more to me if they're not even paying you anything. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I checked it and we had like fucking like 14 million fucking views with that song, of all the people that were using this track. And then like 2 days later, we had like fucking no, it was like 20 something million. And I was like, what the fuck? And then now it's almost at like 50 million, just from people just using this sound. They all wanted to use it in their fucking videos. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And then like Mask On by me and Prophet NYC. Shout out to Prophet. Um, you know, that song started blowing up in fucking India and Brazil. Like they were like people were buying it, like buying the record, where it's like we went on the distribution platform. We were like, what the fuck? Like we had like a check waiting for us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. And now it's like I see songs that I made in 2014 from like my Give Me a Minute project, and like those are starting to blow up, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like people in India just like they're starting to look through music, and to them it's new. To people that don't know the music already, it's brand new. And it's like that for anybody, but India's showing a lot of love, man. Shout out to India. They're like hooking me up right now, man. It's crazy. But nah, but it's cool though. And you know what? And I, not for nothing, but I get so like honored when other countries that don't even really speak the same language all the time like support and love the music, because it's like they're really connecting with something on a different level. And it's like, like Mask On had like those like those like cultural sounds like with the flutes, and and it's like people really fucking loved it, and for people to love it and they're like connecting to it like on a cultural level. And I'm not educated on the culture. It's like that's fucking flattering. You know what I'm saying? Like it's super flattering. So it's cool that people actually like it and support it. Cause I would have thought people would be like, I really love the sound, but like the fuck is this guy doing with it? But it's like they actually love it. So it's cool.
Let's jump into the Ally on the Rise cipher. So
Mm-hmm.
for those who don't know, uh Alan and I, we had a rap cipher for Ally on the Rise. If you haven't seen it, go check it out after the interview. Just go to the YouTube channel, click on the videos, just keep scrolling. It literally says Ally on the Rise cipher. But anyway, what is some of the feedback that you got from that video?
I mean, it was mainly good, but a lot of people said to me that they were they said that they felt like I was very disconnected, and it sucks because that cipher like afterwards, like it just like kind of like I because so as you know, and people don't know, when the cipher was happening, like you guys hit me up like last minute, and you guys were like, hey man, be part of this. And I was like, I'm not ready for this shit, and I was like, all right, yeah, because you guys are my boys, and like, we always, watch out for each other. So I was like, yeah, I bet I'll do it. But I wasn't ready, and that was why, like, you know, so when I did the cipher, that was actually the first time I met, Marco and Gary Delos and Nick Moody and stuff, all dope artists, and shout out to Nick Moody. He just dropped an album. Actually, when they see this on the 13th, it's not going to be, but today it dropped. What's today? It was June 30th. It dropped. Super dope album called Madhouse. And I met him for the first time too. And like they all like killed their verses, right? They all did their thing. And the whole time I was kind of just sitting there silent, and people were like, yo, you looked unimpressed, like you didn't think these other artists were good or something. And that wasn't even the case. It was the fact, because especially when I came up then, the beat cut. And it was like I wasn't trying to like take away from anybody else. It was the fact that I was very fucking unprepared. I was extremely unprepared. Like I was hearing what everybody was saying, but I was focused on what I was gonna do because I was unprepared. I didn't know what I was using. I didn't know if I was actually gonna freestyle off the top, which like certain things I kind of had to twist around on the spot. And it was just like I didn't know what to fucking do so I wouldn't sound like a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it was like and for a second, you know, after you know the last verse went on, I think it was it I don't know. I think it was Nick Moody's verse was last. I think I'm not 100% sure,
You're
but
right. You're right.
yeah. So afterwards, I kind of waited a second to go to the mic, and that was because I was still listening to the beat in my head. So when the beat cut, I was like, all right, I have to come in this time because then I'm not, you know what I mean? So it was just, I don't know, man. It was just something like people just said it, you know, over and over again to me. They're just like, yeah, it was a cool cipher, but like, bro, like, what? You seem like you didn't even want to be there. And I'm like, that's not the case. I liked being there and everybody was super, super dope. I just fucking wasn't prepared. You know, I wasn't prepared at all. So I was like, damn, yo, these guys are meeting me for the first time. I probably look like such a fucking dick, right? I probably look like I'm like, I think I'm like fucking better than people or something. And I was like, yo, that's not, I was just so fucking unprepared. So, you know, just so people know that. But it was a good time. It was a good time, you know.
Bro, like I don't see anybody else doing any ciphers like lately.
Nah,
Like
nah,
what is
nobody
going
really does.
on?
I don't know. I think people aren't really like trying to do the rap. Like they're not trying to do like the rapping part of rap, you know. It seems like a lot of yeah. And it sounds funny, but it's like it's true. Like a lot of artists, like they don't, you know, like it's mainly more like the theatrics and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they just wanna be there, but they don't actually want to rap, you know. And that's why like, you know, we've kind of drifted away from the whole like reason for this, you know what I mean? And I don't know, but I think
Yeah.
that's why you don't see it as much. People, a lot of people are intimidated by it too. You know, they're intimidated by it. They don't want to be shown up by other people. You know, they don't know, or they have problems with other people, which is like super fucking common on Long Island. You know, people don't like other people because their friends don't listen to their music. And, you know, it's just like, I don't know, but we need more of it. We definitely need more.
Yeah, it's you know, a lot of people, you know, not all, but you know, they like the attention, they want the clout, they want to have this perception on social media of this certain lifestyle they have because they rap.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you don't even really have to be good anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I think that we're at a point in time where it's not I feel like we're at a point in time where people see through it more than ever before. And I don't really think like his I don't see I don't want to be that guy that's like in my 30s and I'm like these kids because it's just like I'm not gonna start that up. But it's like, you know, but it is true. Like it goes with the age bracket. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at what kids are doing at what age they're doing it at, whether in your teens and your 20s and your 30s or in your fucking 40s. You gotta just see what people are doing in those age brackets and you know, and it just appeals like whatever they're seeing, you know. So if a kid's fucking 15 and he's seeing these rappers that, you know, he thinks is cool and then he tries to mimic that same thing and then everybody else likes it so now they think he's cool and he does music and they can't do the same thing. It's just like a fucking, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know how to put it, but it's like that's all it really is. But I feel like now people are kind of like seeing through it more and they're just like, listen, like these people like they ain't about that. This guy's not doing that shit. She's not doing that shit. And you know, you could put whatever on fucking Instagram or Facebook or whatever, TikTok, whatever you want to fucking put it on, and people know when it's real and when it's not. And a lot of times, you know, rappers have, you know, this outlook, like people have this outlook on rappers where, you know, a lot of people that do it are fucking, you know, predominantly dudes that probably don't have jobs and their fucking girlfriends probably take care of them and or they live with their moms and you know they ain't doing shit and they probably don't even work and they don't do nothing or they have kids and they ain't taking care of them and it's like you know and it's unfortunate to say that a lot of the times they're fucking right but you know what I'm saying it's just like people see through it. They see these things. They see that this is how a lot of fucking people are. You know what I'm saying? Fucking people are like that, and you know, but it's not flying as much as it used to. I think people just go with what's promoted to them. If you started putting any other fucking style of rap on the radio, people are gonna start to like that too. It's just like it's just repetition, repetition. You hear it over and over and over again. You start to like it, even if you hate it, you know. And that's really what it is, you know. But I think the gimmick portion of it, aside from my ongoing rant about it, but the the gimmick of it is no longer working like it used to, because a lot of times, even if they're famous artists, people still kind of think it's fucking corny, you know what I mean? So it's not flying like it used to.
Your album White Noise nominated best rap album. Congrats on that. I want to
Thank you.
know who nominated it and how did they hear about the album?
So it was nominated at the Independent Music Awards, which was like my first time being nominated for something. So they actually just wound up contacting me, and they fucking heard the album, and they had like a board of judges and everything that votes on the album. I guess I don't like we're not involved in that process. We kind of just get contacted by the people that contact us, and it was open like worldwide, and my album was up for best rap hip hop album, and they heard it, and it just went through a process. And um I forgot everybody that was on the fucking judge panel, but I know um I know Coolio was one of them. I know Coolio was one of them.
How'd they hear it though? Because there's so much music on the internet. There's so many independent artists.
I honestly don't know.
Mm.
And I don't even remember. I don't know. Maybe I like because I'm trying to, I don't know, maybe I seen something and maybe I fucking shared my music to them or something. I don't know. But I remember that they contacted me. I got it like an email from them, and they were like, we were interested, in this album, and we think that it would be great, to go up for, in front of a panel of judges. And I was like, okay, like they hit me up, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just one of those things where, dude, I don't fucking trust anything or anybody. So when it's like somebody hits me up, I always think it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's some kind of scam. I wait for them to like ask me for something. And I was just like, okay, that's fine. I'm not probably never gonna hear about this again. And the next thing I fucking know, like I forgot how long it was later. It was a little bit. And then they were like, yo, like your album's up for a nomination. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then I hit up like my manager, and I was like, yo, do you know about the Independent Music Awards? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, my album was nominated. He's like, really? I said, yeah. He's like, oh shit, that's a big deal. And I was like, it is? He's like, motherfucker, it's the Independent Music Awards. He's like, it's the Independent Music Awards. He's like, it's not like some hole in the wall fucking place where it's just like, hey, we all got together in our basement and we started an award system. He's like, no, like it's actual fucking, so like they do like the red carpet event in New York and shit. And I was like, oh fuck, that's awesome. so next thing I know, I was like, this is fucking great. D Snyder was on the board too. It was crazy. So I didn't want him winning, I didn't want him winning, but it was awesome to be nominated.
For those who don't know, you have a music video called Love Lies, and it ended up on the news. How the hell did that happen?
Well, actually, I believe Prophet reached out, and he was just like, yo, like, we got this video dropping, and it's about male mental health and stuff. And which is good. We're in a time where that matters now, and people actually standing up for it for once. And they took onto it, and they put out an article on it and stuff. And it was crazy. It really was. Like they showed us a lot of love and support. And it was cool to have that. They took right onto it. So
Did you see an increase of the attention that you or Prophet were getting online from being on TV?
Yeah, I mean, it was like there was an increase, but I think I wouldn't know if it was mainly from anything involved with like the news and stuff because it was we had so much promotion going and there was so much other stuff we were doing and it's hard to really say like what came from what, but I'm sure it helped somewhat. What I'm saying, it has to. The news is the news. I mean, I'm sure it did. But we, like I said, there was so much shit that we were doing. I mean, we fucking, we're in another state and shit promoting, music. So it was like,
So for that music video, you were like doing a little bit of acting.
yeah, yeah.
What was that like?
It was cool. I mean, we had like rehearsals and stuff. And, cause with that, I wrote the video, I wrote the script. Um, and, Sean and I, well, Sean Prophet and I, Sean Prophet, um, we produced it. So I don't know if people know the difference between producers and directors, but producers basically like bring everything together. So we like funded it and got everything together and rented the areas and stuff like that. And so we produced it. I wrote the script and everything, and then we did rehearsals. And Marcus Nazario helped us direct as well, and looked over the script to see like if everything was like in a good structure, because it was new for me to write scripts and stuff. And and then Victor, my one of my good friends, Victor, very very talented cinematographer, and Sundi helped us with lighting and everything. And it was it was crazy. There's so much that goes into it. It's like, dude, the amount of work is like insane. Like when you put something together that is like that structured, to have acting, and because then you have acting and then it involves audio, and then you have to film and record audio, and then I had to go back in and then edit the audio. Like I had to change things in the song to match it to go with the video, and then I had to take the audio from the certain scenes and actually mix and master and EQ that shit to sound good with the music and still be on point with the rest of it. And it's like, so there's a lot of fucking work, like a lot of work. But it was crazy. It was a great experience. There was so much involved. And but it was cool seeing it done. I was like, holy shit. It was actually like upsetting when it was done, because it was like I like working for something so much that it's like I kind of dread when it's over.
I feel you on that, man. Yeah. Fucking when it's something you love, you want it to be nonstop, you know? So
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
agree on that. There is a artist called Overtime, and he's an
Hmm.
independent artist. He has toured the US, he has millions of views, and you were featured on one of his songs called Outlaw.
Hmm.
How did that happen? What's the story with that?
So I met Overtime, I believe it was 20, yeah, it was 2017. And I did a show out in Pennsylvania, and Overtime was headlining, and I wound up performing at that show. um Overtime, like, shout out to Overtime. He is a fucking awesome dude, man. Like, he extremely talented, one of the most like dedicated people I know to music. Like, he literally, like, that's his life, you know what I'm saying? And he has a family and everything. And he, I mean, I respected that he could balance it all and all that. That's not easy to do. But he had me come out there. I came out there with a few people, and we performed. He showed a lot of love. He actually wanted me to come on the rest of the tour with him. But at the time, I was expecting my daughter, and I didn't want to leave, and God forbid something happened, and I'm like on the other side of the country. So I didn't go. I wish I did, because everything turned out to be fine, thank God, but I didn't go, and it would have been an amazing experience. But
Dude, that
me
would have
and
been big for you, man.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
and
that those offers, man, it's so hard to
yeah,
get
and
things
he
like
was
that.
super generous with it too. Like, he was just like, he was just open arms about it.
That speaks volumes to your talent, bro.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And it was crazy because he is a very successful artist, and for him to show the love and want to do that was super dope. And um, but shortly after that, we started working on a song called Outlaw, and it had like a different beat. And I was writing a verse, and he was like starting to work on it, and then I sent him vocals and stuff. And you know, that song started in like 2017, I believe it was. And we kind of just put it on the back burner. We talked about it here and there and stuff. And then not too long ago, like not too long before the album came out, he reached out to me and he's like, "Hey man," he's like, "I have this beat that's like perfect for the song." He was like, and I really want to keep the hook that you made, but would you care if like I finish this song up and then we'll. And I was like, "Nah, absolutely. That's perfectly fine." So, I stayed on the hook, and he put out the record on he put the record on the album. And yeah, and that's the Outlaw that it is now. But we're in talks though, because we are going to be doing a remix, and I'm going to be putting a verse on it, and we're going to re-release that. Not re-release it, but release a remix. And yeah, man. So I'm hyped for that.
So I'm looking at Outlaw. It came out 2 weeks ago. It has 170,000 views.
Yes, sir.
How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel great. Makes me feel great.
Let me,
I always said it. Numbers never mattered, and they never mattered to me as much as like my love for music. But I know that they're important. And what's crazy is like it didn't matter, but then when I started seeing them, that's when I'm like, this feels really good. Like the TikTok stuff and everything, like seeing those numbers, I'm like, wow, that's fucking crazy. And those aren't those aren't my numbers. Those are Overtime's numbers. But I'm so happy to be part of that. And I'm happy to see him succeeding and getting that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think the album was number four, number four in the country on the billboards. He multiple categories. I believe he hit number four. This is like on charts with Kendrick Lamar and Post Malone and all these artists. Like there was like a best of album for, I forgot who it was, but it could have been like Biggie or Tupac. I forgot exactly whose it was. But even Eminem's Eminem show, the Eminem show extended was on those charts. Like Overtime was number four, you know
and he's fucking independent, which is
and
wild.
he's independent, which shows you that you don't need the industry to make you blow up. You can do it yourself. It just takes time and
Yep.
dedication and knowledge.
Yep. And for
You
those who
know.
don't know Overtime, he has no face tats. He has no colored hair. He's when you go on his Instagram, he's not fucking doing some stupid shit. He
Yeah.
actually, bro, I was impressed by the song, especially his verses, because unfortunately we didn't get a verse from my man. I was a little butthurt by that. I'm not gonna lie,
It's coming.
I was like, Dice gonna be the second verse is gonna be fire because when he comes in, he just tears it up. I
Yeah.
never I never heard him before, so I was thrown off. I was like, wow, he's actually fucking really good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and it's funny because like I was like, damn, yo, I want to fucking go off on this, and then we talked about it, and yeah, it's happening. But and that's the like you said, no face tats, no this, no that. It's no gimmicks, man. Like he's a real dude, and he talks about real shit. Like he talks about his life and what he's into and what goes on, and you know what I'm saying. Like that's like those are the artists that I love working with because they're real to themselves and they're real to other people. And that's why like his fans genuinely love him because they relate to him so much. I mean, he's from Montana. He fucking holds it up strong. You know what I'm saying? I would love to go there one day. It's fucking gorgeous. I've never been there in person, but I know it's gorgeous. I'm sure one day I will be, but he's holding it down. He's holding it down out there. He's holding it down all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. And check out Overtime. Definitely check him out. If for anybody that's watching this, you will not be disappointed. And yeah, man, fucking look out for a remix for Outlaw because it is coming.
so I believe you got a new album on the way.
So yeah. So I started working. It's going a little slow because, there's a lot of stuff going on right now with, my personal life, a lot of stuff I'm preparing for a wedding and, just a lot of stuff. And I recently, like I said before, I recently moved and, I was setting stuff up, but my little one's not so little anymore. She's 4 now and she's
Dude, time goes so quick, man.
yeah, man. So it's like, it's hard, but and I get sidetracked. I really got to like sit down and dedicate myself to stuff, and I refuse to work on things unless it's like genuinely coming from, my heart and so it's like bits and pieces, but I am working on white noise too. Officially, I'm working on white noise too. And yeah, I'm excited about it. It was a toss up between either Burn the Circus 2 or White Noise 2 with the production that I was starting to choose for it. Cause it was like teeter tottering like around like, is it gonna go this way or that way? And it, it's white noise. It's definitely gonna be a second white noise.
So instead of, why not give it an original title? Why extend or have a part two of an album you already have? Like, I just want to know the mindset behind that.
So I mean, it's two things. Because so one, white noise, you know, did gain a lot of traction. So I'd be lying if I said that it wasn't that it. I felt if I'd be lying if I said I didn't think that it needed another part to it. But I also felt like after white noise, I lost a bit of myself as an artist. So like, I feel like I was kind of starting to like pick where I wanted to go as an artist. So with Sour Milk, I was like, no, I gotta do hip hop. So I had to do hip hop. I had to like be the best of the best hip hop artist. And it's like I had to do that. And then like, I mean, I could say like with like the Beauty and Misery and stuff, it wasn't like that, but I'm talking about like solo projects. Um, and like the snapping too. Like I was just trying to just let go as much as possible, but with white noise, it's just I worked on white noise as I just felt what I felt on the records. Like it's just my emotion led me to these records and to these songs, and they just let me do them. And it's like that album is definitely my favorite project I've ever done because I felt like that was the realest version of me that I can be, and I felt like with 13, I did my 13 album. That was my first actual album. I didn't really know where I wanted to go yet as an artist. Then I did Burn the Circus. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to come after everyone. And then White Noise, I was like, I'm just going to just let me be me and just do what I do. And I think I was even at my best when it came to like mixing and stuff too. Like everything just kind of fell into place. And the first song I did for that album was Back to You. And that's still one of my favorite records. Whether even if it wasn't on that album, that's still one of my favorite records I've ever done. And that was on the radio in fucking North Carolina on like they're like Hot 97, that was 97.3. And that's like they have the Breakfast Club out there and stuff, like, and it's like it was all over the radio there, and yeah, that's why it's just there was too much emotion and too much like, and I just felt like the way the production was going, it feels like white noise, like it just feels like it, and I just feel like that's not done. It's not done yet, and I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is, and I don't want to be one of those people, but if this became my last album, not like my last, like I'll never stop doing music, but if this was my last album, I would rather finish it with white noise, like how I kind of feel like it started.
You're such a dope artist, man, and like we have a lot of new younger hip hop artists out on Long Island. So like for those that may not know you as an artist or have heard your music, why should they go and check you out right now?
It's because they could learn something, and I'm not saying that I know more than them. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm better than others, but I have a lot of fucking time doing this. Um, and that's for artists. Fans, just check it out because it might be something that you fucking like, and then you got some more music to play in your car. And I got a lot of projects, so it's a lot of fucking music. But for artists, you may learn things, listen to the way that it doesn't have to be the way I rap. Listen to the way I fucking construct a project. You know what I mean? I do it all myself. So listen to the way I do those things. Listen to the way I make, line things up. Everything I do is for a reason. The way I track list things and the way I let songs bleed into other songs, and the way I line things up, like it's all for a reason. So, if you're interested in learning some stuff and maybe it'll help you, then, check it out. It could be a learning experience, and plus I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing this for a long fucking time. I've worked with a lot of fucking people that you probably really fucking like and listen to on a daily basis. I don't like to toot my flute, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have nominations, and I have, I have music in a fucking, some independent films that fucking won best picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have those things. I have the numbers and I have all those things. So it's not like I'm not a fucking nobody. You know what I'm saying? As much as other people may not know who I am, I worked my ass off and I've gained a lot of fucking things. You know what I'm saying? So
People do know you. In my eyes, I just feel like the younger generation, the 2021 local rapper out here is not in tune.
yeah,
And I want everyone in tune, especially
yeah.
if you're pursuing rap. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
mean, yeah, you know what it is? It's like this. Look, like I used to be all like, with Burn the Circus, I used to be all against stuff. I'm a much different person today, and I'm always down to work with people. So if somebody comes to me, as long as it's something that, I connect with, and I never just like say, hey, nah, fuck that, I'm not working with you. Give me something I connect with. If you give me something and I'm like, you got something else, like listen to my music and then try to like give me something that you feel can like connect with me that I can do. And I fucking work with whoever. You know what I'm saying? I'll work with whoever. It doesn't matter if you just started, like that shit don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I work with everybody. So I'll send you a fucking verse. I mean, it may take a little bit because I got a busy fucking life, but like I work with whoever. But like I said, check it out because you could learn from it. I may not rap the same as you, but we're both in the same thing. You know what I mean? And there's a reason for that because you obviously love doing it and I love doing it. So take it from somebody that's been doing it a little longer.
I super appreciate you taking time and doing this, man. It's
Likewise, bro.
always fucking good time, always a good conversation. You're a great dude.
I appreciate it, bro. Likewise.
Of course, dude. Thank you for that. And before we go, we're gonna play a game really quick.
All right.
All right. So this is how the game works. So the posters behind me, I want you to take down one artist, and then you're gonna put up a new artist.
Mm.
So who we taking down?
There's a poster behind you that has like 1,000 people on it.
Ignore that one.
I mean, it's gonna be Little Peep. I'm not taking that. You talk about pretty much everybody else is like, they've made like some history,
Bro,
but
this is Li on the rise. You're taking down a Long Island artist.
yeah, yeah.
You're cool with that.
But you know what it is? Listen, it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter where you're from. It matters what you do, and that's my opinion. I don't know. I take down Little Peep. I don't really listen to the music. I mean, God rest his soul, no disrespect for him to him, but I would take him down. I wouldn't compare him to any of the other artists, you know. So, but
And like another thing too, like no matter what you say, I'm gonna challenge you on it. Like I
oh yeah,
no matter who you
absolutely.
pick.
Yeah, I mean,
People have been like, yo, I'm gonna take down Kanye. I'm like, yo, he's like one of the goats, right?
yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what you
Yeah, but you know what? But even if they did, I'm not gonna fucking hate on them for it because
no,
they don't
no,
fucking
no,
listen to them.
no. We just having fun. We just having
Oh
fun.
no, of
It's
course,
no
of course.
fucking. I'm not holding.
Yeah, how fucking dare you?
Yeah.
You're not welcome back here. Like, no. But I mean, it's just like, I don't know. It depends on how many people, how in tune are people with music. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of flavors on the fucking wall. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, there's a lot of fucking people on that wall. It's like, but you're talking about fucking like Kurt Cobain. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, fucking Chester. It's Chester.
Yeah.
it's fucking Chester. Like, come on. Amy Winehouse, she's a fucking legend. Avril Lavigne. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these are people who's fucking like, but that's my opinion,
Yeah. Mhm. So
But
Peep did not have a big impact on you compared to the other artists.
yeah, I'm not saying. Listen, like I know that he had like a lot of emotion in his music and stuff, and I think that's extremely important for music. Especially when you put it out and you gotta have that. But I don't listen to him enough to know about it. So he doesn't have an impact on me as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna say like I've listened to Avril Lavigne's music, she had an impact on me either, but I'm more familiar with her music. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
like I do think it is kind of weird though if you have a hip hop artist on here and the only thing that they would take down is one of the goats who is also black and they're a hip hop artist. That's I don't know. I'm sorry. That's crazy to me. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like you like the only like out of the six, the only dude that's like actually a hip hop artist and hip hop is, you know, black culture and Latino culture, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna take
Mhm.
him off the wall. You know what I'm saying? When he had a hand in a lot of fucking historical fucking tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just I would never do that ever.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking legend. He has had a hand in music more of his hands in other people's music than he has on his own music. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't I would never take him off the wall. And as a hip hop artist, they should fucking know that. So for
You
them to
know,
be like,
so for the people who have took Kanye off the wall, their defense is I don't like his newer music.
yeah, but see, that's it's not about yo. Is Amy Winehouse like still like no? She's gone. You know what I'm saying? Is fucking Kurt Cobain still doing music? No, she's not here. Is Chester doing music? No, he's. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to judge these artists for their past. So why does that change anything with Kanye's? It doesn't matter if he's doing. If you don't like his music today, he has an entire fucking legacy behind him. You can't take that away from him just because he made some music that you don't like today. What about his history? You know, if
Hmm.
Tupac was still alive today, we cannot say whether his style would have changed or not. He maybe his style would have changed and maybe it would have been a little more. I mean, it's not gonna be, I don't think it would have been more like today's, but like he would have like experimented more. We don't know.
Yeah.
So, and what you're gonna say Tupac's not one of the greatest of all time because he does some new music that you don't like? No, he's a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? He always will be. So it's like, you
Hmm.
know, but
All right. So if
it's
we're
opinions. Everybody has them.
no,
So
yeah, and that's why I like to play the game because I like to have a little conversation, see
yeah,
where your mind is at, and I like what you said. You're like I don't care where he's from,
yeah,
which is like
yeah. It don't
you're
matter.
right.
He could be, listen, it don't.
But literally, I got 21-year-olds like I can't take down Peep. Like I
Yeah,
can't do it. I can't disrespect. It's like, dude, do whatever the fuck you want.
you're not gonna take him down because he passed away. So Amy Winehouse passed away, Chester passed away, and Kurt passed away.
Because he's from LI.
Oh, okay.
That's why they do that. I don't want to disrespect
Okay.
Long Island. It's like, dude, do whatever the fuck you want. but but if we're
Whatever.
if we're taking down Peep, who are we putting up in his place? Who deserves to be on the wall?
Me. I'm just...
You are the last person I'd expect.
I'm just fucking playing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's hard, man. That's really hard because like I would want to put somebody on the wall that hasn't achieved as much as all the others. But I don't know. I don't know who. It's very hard to do that. Um because I wouldn't put like somebody that's already developed a legacy, I guess. I don't know. I would like to see somebody up there that it's almost like a Hall of Fame you got going on there. So that's why I would like to see a runner up, but it's hard because there's a lot of great artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's a hard question. That would require a lot of more thought.
Well, unfortunately, I cannot be left hanging like that. I gonna need an answer. Like,
Shit.
I'm sorry. And who you put up, it doesn't mean like that's like your favorite artist or like whatever. Like, just who do you think, if I took down Peep and I was like, yo, Dice, like I want to put up a new poster, I don't really know who to pick. I'm gonna leave it up to you. Like,
It's probably gonna be uh it's gonna be Kurt Benning Housebean West.
who?
I actually combine all their names except Peeps. So, I don't know, man. Uh,
Like, if I hit you up and I was like, yo, like I was thinking about getting a new poster for the wall, like who do you recommend?
damn, man, that's hard because like, yo, like I don't. Uh,
There's no wrong answer.
you know what it is, but to me, it's such a hard question because it's like, because it's just a fucking wall of pictures. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I really don't know. Because you see, there's a difference there. I think more into it because their post is next to all of the others. You know, like Avril Lavigne. She's great, but like I'm looking at like West and Chester and Cobain and Winehouse, and it's like who has that much significance and has put that much out there that somebody would be like, I need this picture next to these other pictures. you know that's how I look at it. So it's not, that's how I look at it. If I had those pictures on my wall, who the fuck am I putting there? You know what, I would probably go with a producer. I'd probably put like, you know what, Avril Lavigne is still alive and Kanye West is still alive, thankfully. I would take people off the wall and put him in a safe place. And I would put Jay Dilla on there.
All right, that's a phenomenal answer. I was not expecting that.
Yeah. Or if it was a wall of just hip hop, I'd put DJ Cool Herc because nobody gives him enough of credit.
Oh.
And without Cool Herc, none of us would be here. Yup. None of the people behind you would be there, directly behind you, and Kanye would not be here if it wasn't for Cool Herc.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of fucking people, and it shows. It shows how much of an impact he had on this culture. So, you know, that is I actually was contacted by somebody about like a book and everything that they're doing, because which would be like my second book I'm in, so this is cool. But like fucking and they asked me who I would want to like shine a light on, and I said DJ Kool Herc. And they were like, okay, like they didn't like expect that. And I'm like, well, this is about fucking hip hop and nobody thought of him. Like, why would no one, like everybody's like, oh, who would you want to work with? Who would you like, you'd be able to be like, I am fine now that I work with this person. I would love to just have like DJ Kool Herc just say something on a project. You know what I mean? Like, just like he's the fucking like grandfather of hip hop. Like, I would love that. I mean, and they say like Big Daddy Kane and stuff too, and I mean, fucking legends. But it's like, Kool Herc like is like the founder.
I appreciate you making the time and doing this, man. And it's always fun talking to you. And I always look forward to it every single time. And keep grinding it this year. And yeah, man, everybody keep an eye out for the new music.
I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Ella on the Rise. Oh, shout out to Not Your Mans. Shout out to Nick Moody. Go fucking check out his album. Shout out to Overtime. Shout out to all the young kids doing music today. Fucking respect the people that come fucking before you and connect with them, because we know a lot of stuff. We may be old and we may be getting married and having like children and everything, but we know a lot of shit. So you want to connect with us because we got those old head fans that you say, well, old heads, we got those fans that will be more loyal to you than your friends. All right. So we'll actually buy your albums where they're going to be like, hey, I seen you on Apple Music and you only got 0.000047 cents for a stream, but we're only going to listen to this while we're in high school. Like, nah, man, we actually support motherfuckers. Or actually come to your shows. We might fight and, and do a lot of crazy shit, but you know what I'm saying? But we'll be there. We'll buy your shit. No, I'm playing, but nah, for real. Like, shout out to all the kids that doing music. I used to, you know, be angry about how people conducted themselves, with music. But you know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Be true to who you are. Don't follow all these stupid motherfuckers out there that are just doing shit to do it. Don't be a fucking fake phony. Because listen, even if your friends don't see it, you will look back on it one day and you're going to be like, what the fuck was I doing? The only way you can get better is if you try to do better. And let me tell you something. Come to the old heads. You want to know why? Because your friends are going to lie to you and we're going to tell you if that shit is good or not. And we'll be honest with you because we want to see you succeed because we love hip hop. Whether you think we're old or not, we love hip hop and we want to see hip hop keep growing and getting better. So we're about the poetry and the wordplay and the delivery and the cadence and the fucking emotion and everything that goes behind it because it means something to us. So fucking take that shit out of you and do it. Because if you already put your time into it to fucking start, then you better be ready to fucking work for it because this isn't fucking easy and it takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication and a lot of money. So that's it. Rant done. Thank you. Thank you.
Bro,
I went broke doing this shit. Now I'm just playing.
where the fuck is your podcast, man?
I don't know. I don't have the time for it. I can barely do music anymore, man.
You made time for this.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I always make time for you, man. Come on. Ella on the
Yo,
rise,
yo,
bro.
I'm fucking blushing, bro. Let everyone know where they can follow you, listen to the tracks, all that stuff.
Pretty much the link's always Dice Official. So if you go on Facebook and Instagram, it's D1C3 Official. Or just ask your Alexa to play D1C3 because she still can't say Dice yet. I'm hoping one day she will. Or just, you know what? I always tell everybody just go on Google and type in D1C3 and I will be the only thing you see.